Yo, what is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall, on point reviews all day, every day. Man, I'm so excited. We're back with another Aaron Terrence Hughes review. Another ATH, guys. I think eventually we'll go through his entire collection, okay? And this is not part of the giveaway because this is actually a bottle that was loaned to us by one of the friends of the channel. His name's Roy. I want to shout you out, Roy. Thank you so much for doing this, man. He sent us 3 really awesome ATH fragrances for me to try. This one here is, well, what he says is the number one out of the 3 that he sent me. I have not tried the other ones, but I will say this, that this I've heard is the number one for a lot of guys that have owned ATH. They do consider this as the one that's definitely more different and a standout out of the rest, and this is none other than Arabica. Aaron Terrence Hughes Arabica. This is based on Arabica coffee. It's a type of coffee beans. And when we think about coffee fragrances, to be honest, there's not so many of them, right? I mean, I only think about Amen, I only think about Black Phantom, and maybe, of course, Intoxicated. I think of those things, and when I heard about Arabica, I was like, man, I wonder what Aaron did to this. What is Aaron doing to a coffee fragrance that will make it different in the way that he does it? And I know he does it very well. Okay, so let's talk about Arabica today. Let's hit the music. Okay, we're back, guys. Aaron Terrence Hughes Arabica. Let's go spray this right now. All right, here we go, man. So I'll tell you something, guys, that the experience of spraying it on the wrist is so different from full wear. Okay, difference being when you spray it on your full wrist, the coffee is immediately apparent. This is the Arabica coffee, which is made from the real coffee beans. It's not an accord, a coffee accord. It's actually a tincture made from the coffee beans that's ground and mixed with the alcohol. Upon spraying it, you smell this thing immediately, which is really cool. But I think that when you spray it on yourself, right, when you do a full wear, and I did that, I think that this Arabica can somewhat be misleading, because you'll find out that the Arabica coffee is not really the star of the show here, okay? For me, at least. I think that for me, the star of the show here in Arabica is Spanish lavender, okay? The lavender here is the standout, front and center, hey, I'm here note in Arabica. The lavender here is it's sweet, you can say somehow sharp, somewhat herbaceous, but very, very lovely. And this is the one that really pounces out. So if you are a lavender lover, if you like lavender, then definitely Arabica, you gotta put this on your radar. You gotta write this down on your notes that maybe you should try Aaron Terrence Hughes Arabica. Okay, the Spanish lavender here is lovely, lovely top note, hits you really nice, and in my opinion really stays for almost the entire duration of the fragrance. To me, this lavender is very classy, and I think it really brings out the daytime component of this, the daytime inspiration of Aaron being in a coffee shop in Manchester, having a vanilla cake while he's having his coffee as well. It brings out that daytime scenario with this lavender. Now here comes the coffee. The coffee is not overly sweet, nor does it resemble the other coffee scents. It's like ground coffee, straight up beans. Like I said, if you're familiar with smelling beans or coffee beans, I think you'll get the point here. It is not meant to be sweet, but it is meant to be a dimension that's there that sort of changes the dynamic, makes it different, in my opinion. Because when you have lavender and then you have the coffee hovering in the back, it's like, whoa, it's a totally different thing, right? And I do like how the coffee here, it's sort of like interplays or binds with the different notes, and you have different outcomes. Like first it's the lavender and the coffee, and then there's also later on like the coffee and the vetiver, for example, on the dry down, which I really, really like. And then you have this vanilla tincture which has a soft fruit. I don't know what that soft fruit is, but this is another nice interplay in my opinion. Because as you're wearing this thing, just imagine this. Classic lavender, right? Really well-known lavender. Really likable lavender. Then interplaying with the coffee. And then later interplaying with the vanilla. You know, and it's quite interesting. And I picture, whenever I think about this, I picture somebody that wants to smell different. That, okay, like maybe he wants to stick to the classics, maybe stick to something classy, which is maybe a vetiver or lavender fragrance, but not. He wants to do this interplay, this sort of like playing of the notes with the coffee and the vanilla. And it's quite a nice outcome in my opinion. I think that whoever should buy this is somebody that says, you know what, I want to be different. I want something different today. I want to evoke curiosity. That's what it is. And I guess that's why Aaron said something about people working in the media. Like if you're working in the media and you're into his fragrances, Arabica might be for you. And that's because you're probably going to be around people. You know, you're going to be around people a lot, people that work, people that are trendy, people that are youthful actually, and that they will definitely appreciate the uniqueness of Arabica right here. Now, eventually this scent goes into vetiver, sandalwood, patchouli, as well as this clean skin accord, which until now I can't really explain what that is. I'll have to ask Aaron myself at some point what clean skin accord means, what filth means, or maybe you guys can help me. For those ATH lovers, comment below on what that is. I won't speak on it because I really don't know what that is. But I really like how it mixes the gentlemanly qualities with this, you know, interplay. I think that the interplay is the nicest part. I think that that is something that, man, I would wear. Any young guy would probably wear, or any guy that feels youthful or different, you know, because it will, like I said, really guarantee to evoke curiosity, care of the coffee and the vanilla, interplaying with this Spanish lavender, you know, that is like really front and center. Okay, so just remember, this is more of a lavender scent, okay, to begin with this nice volleying or changing of scents when the coffee comes in or the vanilla comes in. Okay, I don't think this is a date scent. I think that this is a on-the-go scent. This is not a nighttime scent either. I don't see that. I know that, you know, when you look at coffee, you're thinking coffee nighttime, you know, because it's sort of like that. But no, I think that because of the lavender and possibly even the vanilla, it really is a day-to-day on-the-go, you know, stopping by a coffee shop just to chill out for a second. Then you got to do some stuff. You got to work at media. You gotta go about your day. I think that this is like one of those. Aaron said that this could possibly be a signature scent. I believe it. I think that this could be a signature scent because, you know, most signature scents really have some sort of uniqueness about it. I mean, either you're a follower and you're just gonna follow the trend, or you're gonna be someone that says, I want to be the trend. I want to start the trend. And I think that this perfume perfectly does that. It invokes something new and fresh to something that's very classic, like vetiver and patchouli and Spanish lavender. It adds something really, really different to that. That's why it's worth trying out Arabica. I don't think it's gonna be for everybody, that's for sure, because obviously not a lot of men will have that kind of feelings or those kinds of motivations for fragrance. I personally think it is not a safe fragrance. Which is, I'm saying that's positive, okay? Because I really like fragrances that evoke curiosity. I really like fragrances that make people break their necks in a positive way, right? Just remember, there's no notes here that are bad. All notes here are good, but the way that they're put together will really bring out the curiosity in people around you. Okay, so that's it. That's my really, really quick video on Aaron Terrence Hughes Arabica. Thank you again to Roy for sending this over. Man, this is really nice, and I really now understand why you like this the most out of the three that you sent me. And don't worry guys, I'll get to the other two as soon as possible. I know, you know, we have a huge backlog and we have other things to review, but if you guys are Aaron Terrence Hughes lovers, don't forget I reviewed a lot of his stuff already, probably 5 or 6. You just gotta search it in the channel or go into the playlists, okay? But yeah, Arabica, really, really nice. Okay, props to Aaron. What's up to Aaron? And that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.